big jeffing thrusters that literally have more thrust than your mum. Evening, welcome back to the channel. So my days, we are back in, well, we're back in Space Age. It is like placing a familiar foot item, shoe, on your foot. No, that doesn't make sense. It's like wearing a pair of gloves. No, it doesn't make sense. It's like meeting an old girlfriend. Definitely not going there, because that could only be fraught with terror and danger. We're back. I forgot, I love this base. I forgot how much I love it. Look at that. It's got a little merry-go-round, you know, like in Midwinter, or Midsummer rather. You know that film? If you've never seen it, go watch it. It's incredibly weird though. And if you are broken by it, do not blame me. It's lovely to be back. Why are we back? Well, because Warp Drive Machine, we're going to take a hiatus from that. We have had a hell of a laugh in Warp Drive Machine, so much so, but there is still so much left to be done. I've been looking on with envy at all the sort of interesting stuff people are designing in the Discords. In our Discord, go and join it. It's really lovely to see what people are doing, so please do join, please do post, because there's so many cool things that I'm kind of coming up with that people are then making brilliant. Like my stuff is a flailing nonsense of shim sham jibber jabber. I mean, look at this, we never even finished it. It needs concreting, it needs beautification, but look at that. When that's done, you know, green chips, red chips, blue chips, plastic, blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, all my days. Look at the little oasis. Look at our little oases that we made. It's just a joy to be back with the fact that we have our chimney sweep. Remember this thing? This thing was literally just, you know, pooping out legendary stuff. I don't even know if they've changed that. I'm going to assume they haven't. Let's have a look. Red Dwarf. Oh my gosh. Red Dwarf Mark 3. Oh, it's just, do you know what? It's so nice to be traveling in space again. Because in Warp Drive Machine, you basically just transport, like, it's very much like the Spacing Guild's version of space travel, which is you fold space. Whereas in this, it's very much Star Trek. Well, not even that. It's very much Red Dwarf, where you're in a ship and it just, you know, uses great big jeffing thrusters that literally have more thrust than your mum. And basically it pushes you through space, this giant space platform surfboard with loads of stuff on top. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, I forgot about Snowflake Base. Do you remember what we were doing with it? Do you remember, my brother? We had the sushi belt, and we were basically putting stuff on and taking stuff off. I mean, you know, wax on, wax off. Love it, love it, love it. Can't remember how any of it worked. It's going to be interesting to try and remember how any of it worked. But oh, it's a joy. It's a joy. It's a genuine joy to be back doing this. I don't think we... Oh, yes, we have our little hexagon science ships. Love it. Right, so we're back. So what are we going to do? Well, I think the first thing to do is to kind of figure out where we are with the base. And let's start on Nauvis, because I think that's the nicest and easiest thing to do. We built the thing to basically a point where there wasn't, I think, a huge amount left to do. We'll update our little to-do list here, but I don't think there was actually a huge amount that we wanted to do here. It was over here where I think we were starting to build. So I'd like to kind of continue basically plugging in modules and really looking at science from a point of view of to say that science per minute, that needs to go up quite a bit. We need to look at some of the kind of bottlenecks. Now, what are the bottlenecks? I couldn't tell you. I have no flipping idea. So there's something missing on the blue. What's on the blue? It's this one. Which one is this? This is space science. How interesting. You'd think it'd be much more complicated than that. And I guess it's because our space science is a bit rubbish at the moment. So prime for renovation and overhaul is this particular one. So yeah, I think that probably is the plan. I'd like to look at some of the more kind of interesting ship designs that we started to come up with. Oh look, we've got Strange Age version 2. Interesting. I don't think I finished building that one. Monkey Pie. Oh yeah, so one of the guys joined the Discord and asked me to have a look at their ship. I had a look at their ship and I fixed it. I think maybe not. I think I probably made it worse, if I'm honest, but it looks nice. Let's see, thrown downstairs, that's pretty much our Aquilo one. Oh, it's just so lovely to be back, and I'm really kind of thinking to myself, yeah, when I started to come up with some of these things, This really annoyed me. I'll tell you why. Because you see the front of the ship there. It's got like a little kind of weird beetle fin. If you know what that is, then post in the comments. If you don't, then you don't. But this thing here, you see it's got 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This one has got 1. So it's stunted slightly. So what I should have done is pull it all back and then rebuild from that central point. But, you know, not the end of the world. We've got a few mods. The mods we have installed are, I think, quite simple teleportation ones, because why not? And let's see how quickly that did. Wow, that did instantly. Both of them did instantly. Let's get these all done. And it's done. Let's do the third one. And it's done. And let's do the fourth one. And it's done. Nice. So we've got basically these little loaders. So let's just have a quick look at what we've included. So we've got loaders. I don't know why. I just like them from Warp Drive Machine. I thought they were rather jolly, and they made me quite happy. I think we'll definitely look at that. I don't actually think they're actually faster than legendary arm inserters, if I think correctly. Am I wrong? Let me see. Oh, hang on. No, that's the wrong way around. No, I've done that wrong. Okay, never mind. Let's see how quickly they load. I think they're quicker than loaders. I honestly do. Maybe not, because I think they're what are they grabbing? They're grabbing 12 at a time. Like, geez, they're loading quickly. They're loading up nice and nice. So I think generally we may not use the loaders that much, but what we will use is the teleporter. So I like the teleporters because I think these are quite interesting. So let's just get them built. Oh, it's so nice to have blueprints again. Like, I'm so friggin' happy. So we can, there we go. Oh my God, just see how quickly that built. No, not that one. It's, can we build it? Yes, we can. Right, so that should then demand. Go on, demand. Boop, 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 boop. And bish, bash, bosh. And we then have teleporters done. So let's just build those. I don't think you get legendary ones. I think that's fine. But the reason I quite like them is because I think when you get to a particular mega base point, I guess I'm wrong because I should just be using the Spidertrons and that, but I don't know, I quite enjoyed it. Let's just bung one down and see how we get on with it. We probably won't even use it now I think about it. There we go. So we've at least got one teleporter. Let's just go and leg it. So you see how quickly I can get across the map anyway. It all seems a bit moot. It's a good word, moot. But I think at the end of the day, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things where you start to think to yourself, like even distribution, there you go, got that installed as well. My brain fired a single neuron to my memory to say, hey, you've also got distribution. There we go. So there we go. So now once that charges, takes a moment. Our little pollution system is working rather well still. Let's just have a quick look. Are we still... Oh, breathe that fresh mountain air. It smells of copper and red mist, which is strange. But I think we now have... There we go. Whoop, boosh. Nice. Simple, really. I know. Sort of pointless as well. Yes, I would agree, given the incredible speeds that one can travel. But at the end of the day, it's a cool mod. It's a quality of life mod. I kind of liked it, and I think we'll use it. So I think there's lots to do, really. If I look around the base, I can see there's just loads, really. First off is the most obvious one. It's not symmetrical. So I need basically to extend out here, I think. And I think that may sound trite and pointless, but I think we have to. We have to either make it a square or at least make this a line, because we've got 2 squares there, 2 squares there needed. So I think there's a little bit of work there. I actually would rather maybe look at this. Maybe this is even a priority, because this just looks, well, it looks yummy scrummy in my tummy good. And I think I really do want to build the concrete, sort of overlay for it now. So I think that probably is going to be my first point of call. And I genuinely do want to do that. I think everything else, I think from a resource point of view, I think we're looking rather splendid. I think we've started oil here, did we? Yes, I think we did. I don't know, maybe. We've got something going here. I can't remember what I did here, but I'm intrigued to see what are we making here? That looks really strange. So I think there's a few things there to figure out what actually we want to try and do. And then if I kind of look at Nauvis as a sort of holistic whole, because I love looking at holes, I think there's also a part here maybe we uncover and take as well. But anyway, for now, I think that's that. Volcanis, let's have a quick look. this remains the place that I really, really would like to expand as well, because I think Volcanis is one of those places that, to be honest, unless you make your main base here, there's not a lot of reason to stay here, because it's a really good place to build, because obviously you have lava, which obviously is incredibly good for things, all the base components, you know, so anything copper, iron, steel, etc. So brilliant, really good in fact. But my frustration with Volcanis slightly was that, you know, you have to kind of change your mindset a bit on how you power it. So thankfully, because solar power is so abundant, obviously because it's right next to the Jeffin sun, you generally produce a huge amount from solar power. So I think it's okay, but I do think it presents, let's say, there's still more of a challenge here. I don't like the square boxes. I think the cell design is brilliant. I loved it. It felt like server racks for some reason. And I think that it still needs more work. I still think there's more things we could do here. An entire cellular base would be really quite welcome here. Gleba is perfect. There's nothing really one can do with Gleba as we watch this weird train just buzzing around, keeping our Spidertrons entertained. I do think that Gleba could potentially be the best thing I've ever built. So it's not perfect. I still think some of the farms are not great. They need some love, but I am very pleased with how, you know, that they've basically worked. I do think that there is scope here for more, because again, at the end of the day, maybe one of the things that I did want to try and do was a decentralized growing area. So all of these growing areas that you see at the moment, they're not exactly perfect. That's probably as good as we've got so far, but you can't fill it in. You're not able to kind of terraform. If it's not the right biome, you can't build on it, even the good soil, which is a bit of a shame. So it'd be nice to see if there is actually somewhere. So if I look there, maybe something like that, maybe something here, we might be able to actually put a full, you know, hexagon down. So if I go to my hexagon book and I look, so that's all we're looking for is, you know, and that's probably not right either. Tricky, isn't it? But I think something like that maybe. And I like the idea of having satellite hex bases out there connected by a widdly, windy, weird sort of little single track thing. I think that made me quite happy. Maybe in a loop, now I think about it, because we've gone with the loop thesis here. So I think something like that would be quite good. Fulgora, I think, again, another one that we started to build the great machines, which I'm really proud of, because basically, you know, scrap in, you get the product out, perfect. Everything else destroyed. You don't need it. It's not important. But I think these could be beautified a bit more. I like that they're in this sort of cellular structure, but I think what it needs is a bit more beautification. So maybe we just sort of adjust these as well. Basically what it's doing is it's loading up. Interesting. Why are we not... Interesting. So we've got an issue here where we've got not enough fuel. Let's see what's happening here. Why is fuel... So is it light oil? Okay, so light oil seems to be a problem. Where is, yeah, so, okay, heavy oil, blah, blah. Okay, there you go, that's the problem. So we never plugged in heavy oil here. Can we fix that from a great distance away? I think we can, because we have somewhere, I think it's that one. Yep, let's go and send him over here. Because all we need to do is basically plug that into, right. Can we do that? Okay, that sort of worked. So we just need to then, I don't know if we have those. Yes, we do. Good. Right, so let's see. Oh gosh, this would be the ultimate save if we can do this. So can you build that? Yep, nice. Okay, so then all we need to do, 1, 2, is not do that. Not do that. Let's see. Can we save this? What have you got on you? Do you have offshore pumps? Because if you don't, this is a waste of time. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to be playing this way again. I think, you know, Warp Drive Machine did break me slightly. It sort of changed the way that I play the game. No, you don't have them. Let's just see if we can add offshore pump. Let's go and send you back. Ooh, no, hang on. Let's send you back to here. No, here. And I think the kind of the Fulgora problem is that it's always been a bit of a challenge for space, but now that's not so much of an issue. Did we get offshore pumps? Yes, we did. Right, so let's just go and finish, because if we can get this thing working, that'd be rather Rather splendid. Never even noticed it. There you go. That shows you the incompetence at play here. So there we go. So again, you have to ghost build. Nice. Oh, there we go. Right. So then again, I have to connect them up. So I'm assuming you have those. Yes, you do. Good. Boosh. Ooja, booja, blop. Done. Right. So that then means we should have fuel. No, do we have fuel? So we've got, yeah, that looks like it's working. Yeah, we're producing fuel. Oh gosh, how splendid. So let's just double check. Is that fuel going in? So, yes, yes, yes. Oh yes. There you go. Loving that. That felt really satisfying to actually solve what was a stupid problem that was my making in the first place, but there we go. And I should probably check all of them don't have that. I think we're all good. Let's double check this one. Yep. So, you know, I love the machines. I love the way that the game allows you to sort of create something. This was another of the machines here. I'm not too proud of this one. And I think this kind of represents the Fulgoran challenge, is that basically it just looks messy. Even trying to do these kind of lovely cells, it never worked. And I think, you know, I never really got much of a good feeling from the Fulgoran base, but I did like the little self-contained machines where you destroy everything. You destroy most things, let's say, and it then powers the rockets that then return the product to you. I thought that was quite clever, and I do like them. So they're good. And then really finishing with Aquilo. Aquilo just is a masterpiece in my mind of like just difficultness, because this was something that it worked perfectly fine. And I'm just double checking that I've not got a problem here. No, that's good. So science has backed up, but that's good. So it's basically stockpiled. This thing, I think, represents one of the more challenging places, because we're going to have a real issue here when things like oil start to run out, which is probably not too far away. And things like fluorine, I think we've got some fluorine here, but look, that's reducing significantly as well. Got some lithium brine now. I think we're right there. So definitely there's going to be a resource reckoning. I would like to continue to smell like we on Aquilo, so I think we're going to look at this place in a bit more of an analytical and critical eye, because I like it. There's something very, very satisfying about it. So there we go. So I think generally this is lovely to be back. I think we are going to, I mean, just to be clear, we're still doing the renovating Megabase work through. That's something that Trouble is working on. That's her pride and joy. So you'll see more of that soon. There's going to be a real analytical look into how you take an old Megabase and turn it into something new, because really the thing we've learned from it is so much changes, like unbelievable stuff changes that you wouldn't imagine would. Plus, if you've used mods to get some sort of additional gameplay, well, you're going to have a bad time. So definitely, I've just realized, why is that not plugged in? I have no idea why that is not plugged in. So there's lots to figure out here. Like, does it just stop there? Why is it doing that? Interesting. Let's just maybe oh no, not that one. Let's just reconnect. I mean, I'm probably wrong to do this, but it just doesn't feel right. So let's just reconnect. There we go. I know that feels really wrong what I'm doing now. Like, is there a reason this stopped running? Let's just get on. Let's board the train and let's just see where it goes. I'm curious. Do you know what? I think we're still using old rocket fuel as well. I don't even think we upgraded to anything better. Did we get nuclear fuel? No. See, that's another thing we probably should try and do as well. I just never needed it. What's the point of having things like that when it's already quite good? So I have no idea where this goes. Is it to make... Oh, it's to make the uranium ammo, isn't it? Right. Okay. Cool. So I think, yeah, there's so much here to do, and I'm really, it's so lovely to be back. I mean, look at the spaceport. The spaceport just looks epic. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to get playing this game again. And I think the biggest thing for me is going to be the spaceships. It's so lovely to basically be back with these things. And I'm quite excited to try some really weird designs and platforms. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're looking forward to our return to Space Age. It's been a long time coming. Hopefully you'll be entertained and interested by what we come up with. If you've got any interesting suggestions, let us know. If you join the Discord, tell us what you are currently working on. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.